Hello students, welcome to my channel The Science World, and if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and share with your friends. Also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming videos. Students, in this video we are going to learn about the soil and formation of soil. So let's start. We know that soil is the uppermost layer of the earth crust, and what we see is the surface of the soil. Here you can see the interior structure of the earth, that is, this is the inner core, then this is the outer core, then this one is mantle, and the last one is crust. The crust of the earth is the part on which plants grow and on which we all organisms they live. Okay, what happened millions of years ago? The surface of the earth was very hard and rocky. Volcanic eruptions brought molten rocks from inside the earth to the surface, and this hot lava, it flowed all over, and then it cooled, and then it formed the igneous rocks. Okay, as the time passed, these rocks were broken into smaller pieces by violent earthquakes, and over thousands of years, slowly these smaller pieces of these rocks, they changed into the soil under the combined effect of water, wind, roots of plants and mechanical collision. So this is how the soil formed uh, millions and it started forming thousands of years ago. Okay, then we have next topic, weathering. What is weathering? The process of breaking down of bigger rocks into smaller pieces by the action of natural agents or forces like air, water, temperature, plant roots, mechanical collision is called weathering. Now here air, water, temperature, plant roots we know, but what is mechanical collision? Mechanical collision means physical collision, or we can say collide with each other. इन हिंदी वी कैन से टकराना, एक दूसरे से टकराने की वजह से. ओके, सो दिस मैकेनिकल कोलिजन इज देयर. सो ऑल these natural agents or forces, they act, and after that these bigger rocks they are broken down into smaller pieces. Okay, and this process is known as weathering. Weathering is very slow process. It is very slow process and it takes hundreds of years to produce few centimeters of soil. Then you can understand or you can imagine how slow this process is. Okay, so weathering, what is weathering? It is the process of breaking down of bigger rocks into smaller pieces by the action of natural forces like air, water, temperature, plant roots, mechanical collision. These are the agents or forces, natural forces, due to which this weathering occurs, and it is very slow process. Okay, then what is abrasion? Abrasion is to collide these when these rocks they rub against each other or they collide with each other, वो एक दूसरे से टकराते हैं, and then they become rounded and then their shape changes. See, you can see these all the pebbles and these small rocks and pieces of rocks, you can see these become rounded. So this process is known as abrasion. Abrasion occurs when rocks rub against each other and they become rounded. Weathering is of three types. Okay, weathering breaks it down. Weathering, what weathering does? It breaks down the rocks, and it is of three types: physical weathering, chemical weathering and biological weathering. In physical weathering, we can say by the action of water, wind, ice and gravity, these rocks are broken down into smaller pieces. Chemical weathering, we can say this rusting or we can say oxidation of these elements that are present in the rocks, then water, then acid rain. Okay, so these are the agents or these are the forces that are responsible for the chemical weathering. Then biological weathering, the roots of the plants, then lichens, plants like lichens, then animals and insects and human activities. These are the biological, these are the agents or we can say natural forces for biological weathering. What is biological weathering? See, burrowing animals means animals that live in the burrows or holes in the soil. So burrowing animals like moles, rabbits, they dig holes that explore or expose new rocks to the effects of the weathering. These, what these animals do? These rabbits and moles and squirrels, they dig holes in the soil And also in the rocks, some animals dig holes in the rocks also. See, hard rocks, है ना? So these animals, when they dig the holes, what happens? These rocks, new rock, or the part of the new rock, it is exposed to the effect of weathering, means to the sun and to the water, it is exposed, and that's why these holes also allow water. You can see these holes allow water and other weathering agents to reach the rock layer that had been covered by the soil, and in this way this rock or the weathering process is continue here. Okay, then some other microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, algae, and then plants, etc., they also cause weathering of rocks and formation of soil, and it is known as the biological weathering. The nature of the soil depends on the type of the parent rock and the type of plants grow in it. So it is biological weathering. Then what is mechanical weathering? See, mechanical, or we can say physical weathering, and this mechanical weathering, it occurs because of the difference between the day and night temperature. We can say the action of the heat. Okay, action of heat. We know that during the day temperature is more, and during night temperature is less, and this thermal differences, or we can say temperature differences, they, because of these temperature differences, the rocks, they are expanded during the daytime because of heat, and they contract during the night, and because of this weathering occurs. Here you can see this. Okay, here also you can see. Then water and wind abrasion means water. See, when water, we know that water expands when it get freezed. Okay, water expands when it get freeze. So when there is a crack in the this rock and water reach in this crack, then what happens? Because of the low temperature, it freezes here and it expands. This is called ice wedging, and due to this ice wedging, what happens? These rocks, it breaks down because of the expansion of this water, or we can say ice. Okay, here you can see the picture of this ice wedging in California. This is the picture of California. Okay, so this is another way, or this is another agent, or we can say force of mechanical weathering. Then the pressure of the plants roots that are growing in the rocks, over the rocks, and when these roots grow, they exert pressure on the rocks and it makes them crack, and then they break down. Okay, then exfoliation means segmentation or partition or division, and this exfoliation, it occurs due to the heat, water, and air. Okay, we know that when air blows, or when wind blows, it carries lots of things with it, and in that these rock particles are also there. So fine rock particles that are broken from these rocks, they are carried away by the wind. Okay, so this is the impact of this mechanical weathering. Here this unfreezing, or we can say this is the freezing of ice, and the unfreezing of ice, it is called thawing. Okay, so due to this expansion and freezing and thawing of the water, these rocks, they break down. Then this is the physical weathering. You can see breaking a rock by force. The smaller pieces of rocks have the same composition as the rock they came from. Now see, suppose this is the rock and it is broken down by different agents or different natural forces, and these particles, these smaller particles that are formed from this rock, they have the same composition of this like this rock. Okay, and these smaller particles, they are broken down due to physical weathering. Okay, that means it may be by the action of air, water, or wind, or we can say collision of the rock particles or rock pieces. Then chemical weathering, these are the types of chemical weathering. The elements that are present in the rocks, they react with water, they also react with the oxygen in the atmosphere, they also react with the acids, and they also react with the organisms, or the different types of chemicals or acids they produced by this organism. So these are the types of chemical weathering. Then we will see the role of different natural forces in weathering. Okay, so first is what? Role of water in weathering. So let's see. See, water plays an important role in the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces. During the rain, what happens? The water enters the cracks and cavities in the rocks. Okay, and during winter, when the temperature falls, water freezes to ice and then it expands. That we have seen just now. And this expansion exerts an outward force, and the rock it breaks down. It breaks down into smaller pieces. These smaller pieces or these rock pieces, they roll down with the flowing water and wind, and while rolling down they strike against each other, means they collide with each other and they form fine particles. These fine particles are carried away by rain and river water, and on the way they get mixed up with organic matter to form the soil. So here you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 processes. First, water collects in rock cracks, then water freezes and expands, forcing the crack to widen. Then ice thaws. Thaws means unfreeze. Thaws means unfreezing. So it contracts again and water gets deeper into the cracks here. And repeated expansion and contraction causes the further cracks till rock splits into smaller particles. Okay. Then the role of plant roots in weathering. See, the roots of plants enter the surfaces of the rock in search of water. Here you can see, you know. So these roots, they enter the surfaces. Surfaces means the cracks of the rock in search of water. And these penetrating roots, they exert outward pressure on the rock, and then it breaks into smaller pieces. And then what happens? These smaller pieces, due to weathering, finally change into the soil. So this is the role of plant roots in the soil formation. Okay. Then next we have role of temperature in weathering. See, the large variation in the day and night temperature also leads to weathering of rocks. Just now we discussed that there is difference between the temperature of day and temperature of night. Okay, and it causes variation in the temperature during the whole day. Okay, rocks expand during the day and then contract in the night, contract during the night, and this process of alternate expansion and contraction causes the breakdown of rocks, and the smaller rock pieces finally change into the soil. So you can see these cracks are there because of the heating and cooling of the rock. Okay. Then next we have role of chemical weathering in the soil formation. Here you can see rocks contain many minerals, we know that. And so these minerals, in presence of the moisture and oxygen, these minerals get oxidized. We know that oxygen reacts with the iron to form iron oxide. Commonly we say it is the rust. Okay, rusting is there. So rust is easily breakable. Rust is easily breakable. Oxidation is commonly, it occurs in materials that contain iron bearing minerals, and it causes the red hues in the rocks. Here you can see these red color patches, red brown color patches are there. This is rusting of rocks, or we can say oxidation, and because of the oxidation, and this makes the rocks brittle, which then crumble to form the soil. And because of this oxidation, these parts of the rock, they become brittle. Brittle means they can be easily broken down by the water and wind, and then they crumble to form the soil. Okay. Then here you can see the picture of lichen, and these lichen, they grow on the surface of the rocks. Okay, and lichen produce acid which slowly breaks down the rocks. These lichens, when they grow on the rocks, they produce acids, and it is the reason why these lichen, they are also responsible for the weathering of rocks. So this is the chemical weathering. Then animals and mechanical weathering or biological weathering, we have just seen. Again you see this picture here. Animals that burrow in the ground, they break up the soil and loosen the rocks to be exposed to the further weathering, and this is known as biological weathering. Okay, different animals that are animals and organisms that are living in the soil, they are responsible for the biological and mechanical weathering. Okay, then what is the importance of soil? We know that soil is very important for us because all the plants are growing in the soil, and without soil there will be no food. If there will be no soil, there will be no plants and we will not get food. So soil is very important for us. See, soil is one of the most important natural resources, है ना? And the word soil, it is derived from a Latin word, that is solium. Solium meaning earthy material. Earthy material means the material that is formed from the soil. Okay, and in which plants grow. Soil is a source of water and nutrients for the plants. We know that, it is the source of water and nutrients for the plants. It also provides support to the plants by holding their roots. We know that the roots of the plants, they hold the soil, they are firm in the soil because the roots, they hold the soil. Besides this, it is the home for many organisms. You can see here different organisms. See, many organisms are there, and these all the organisms are living here, as it is the natural home for many organisms like bacteria, fungi, protozoans, insects, and burrowing animals like rats and rabbits and moles. Earthworms that live in the soil. Earthworms, this is very important organism. It lives in the soil and helps to increase the soil fertility. It increases the soil fertility. How? They make burrows in the soil and excrete it in the form of worm cast. These, you can see the picture here. These are the earthworms. Okay, so earthworms, they are generally called the farmer's friend because they make the soil fertile. So this is the importance of soil. You know that 1 square meter of fertile soil contains more than 1 billion of individuals of different species, and such as bacteria, fungi, algae, earthworms, insects, etc. 1 gram of soil, it contains about 1 billion bacteria. So you can imagine how soil is important for us. Okay, then these are the microorganisms that are living in the soil: bacteria, fungi, algae, earthworms, and these are the microorganisms, different types of bacteria. Then what is pedology? Pedology is the science dealing with the study of soil. What is pedology? It is the science which deals with the study of soil. Okay, remember it. So here we will stop. Thank you for watching my video, and please like, comment and share with your friends. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming videos. So we will meet in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.